What's up, guys? It's Paige here with another exclusive EGO Magazine interview. Today, I'm joined by the Victors. How are you guys today?
Really good.
We're good.
So, how did you guys start the band?
I'll take that.
It was, 5 years ago now? We met in final year of high school. He had just moved from Mexico. And I was just like, who's this kid that has the same name as me in my class? And we, got to be friends, found out he played basketball, plays piano. I'm like, we're basically the same people. And then we got around to like the middle of the year, and there was the talent show happening. And we're like, let's do something for the talent show. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. And that's kind of how it started.
Yeah.
What song did you guys do for the talent show?
We composed one.
Really?
We should have probably done a cover, but right before the talent show, we had like a week.
Yeah.
It was spring break, right? Or,
I think so.
Yeah. So we had a week, and we were like, okay, let's use any software we have right now. At the time, MuseScore was all we had.
Yeah.
So we didn't. We were just like trying to build something out of nothing, and then we told our like stage band if they wanted to join us, and a lot of them were like,
no. No, we don't want to do that. We have enough.
But we got a few.
We got some.
And it was nice.
Some people. Yeah.
And from there on, we've always wanted to have an 8-piece band, but we haven't been able to go back to that. So we started off strong and never come back to that at the point.
Yeah.
So you guys have stayed a duo since that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we work with certain artists from time to time.
What do you guys do when you do disagree?
Say if we disagree on something. It's usually, we try to reason it with like, whoever kind of like had the idea, the other person tries to input things, but never like try to like dissuade the other person from like moving from their idea. Because then ultimately, like in your mind, you have something that you really want to put like the way you have it in your mind. What you need is input, but not complete like taking you away from that inspiration. So we're trying to find that balance, because of course it's very hard to actually strike exactly what we both want. Mm-hmm. But I think we've managed to kind of get it. Like, what do you think our process is?
Yeah, I think, because that's basically exactly what he said. When he has an idea, I'm like, that's your baby. I'll give you input. I'll think like, oh, maybe that's not working as well. Maybe we should try it this way. But at the end of the day, the decision is his, because that's his baby. It's just, you get input if it's something that you really, really care about. You want input from other people because you want it to be as good as possible. Yeah. Right? So it's not really that hard to strike that balance, because we want it to be the best that we can make it.
What is your favorite part of performing live? Is it just having crowd interaction, getting to play your music for people who may not have heard it?
It's more the process of getting a live show ready. It's more like, oh, okay, do we want a band? Do we want this? If you get a band, you get people who bring completely different things to the table, and you get to hear your song in a whole different way. And then when you do it live and you hear how other people react to it, it's a whole other different thing than sitting in a studio for 8 hours trying to get one part right, Because we collaborate with a lot of people. So sometimes we'll have, a friend come up while we're playing, and then she'll sing her song, or he'll do something else, or we'll have one of our friends who plays the bass or the keyboard, or I can just relax. And sometimes I'll just literally step to the side and just let them do whatever they want.
It's the best.
It's the best.
You guys are gonna see it,
when you hear things in a whole different way. If you hear a whole song that you've been listening in your ears for months, and then you just step to the side and listen to other people do it, it's amazing.
And that's where you feel like most natural, right? Like performing. For me, it's the other way around. I feel more like at my best in the studio, which is funny, because in many ways the balance that we found as a duo is that like many times I'll be, I don't know, like doing a lot of the perfecting with like mixing and stuff like that. And then you'll be like getting the shows ready and stuff like that. I'll be doing a lot of the marketing, and then you'll be getting like people for the shows. And it's kind of like we're trying to find that balance of what we do best, and not saying like, because right now we can't pay people like for doing like marketing or anything. So what do we do? Well, if somebody's better at this, well, we'll allow him to do that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So basically, when you perform, it's always going to be kind of something a little bit different, versatile.
Yeah. And the goal is to get that 8-piece band again, like in the talent show in 2017.
So if you play trumpet, hit my line.
I see you guys brought us some memorabilia.
Yes,
we did.
Please tell us about your basketball season. Was it just one season together, or
yes?
How was it? Was it good?
Well, for me it was awesome, because I had just come in. I was even like considering not joining, trying out, but then I did, And I got in, and it was like honestly one of the best experiences because they had already like a mindset that we want to win this season, and that was like their whole mindset throughout the whole thing. So our coaches were great. Shout out to Greenlee and to Wajiki, Jesse. You know, everybody's awesome. So
That was a good year.
It was a good
Because that was the first year we met, and it was just a good time.
What is a fashion must-have for you guys?
I don't know if we have any.
Mine is bracelets.
Oh, okay.
I like
a good one.
it has to be. I have to.
And
have
your
a
rings?
bracelet on.
Show off
And
the rings.
Rings.
Thank you guys. You have been
Thank you, Paige.
absolutely lovely. There you have it. That was our exclusive interview with the victors for EGO Magazine. I'm Paige. We'll see you next time.